Phase 1, The Call to Battle, Issues 1 to 2. Let's kick off with Phase 1 covering Issues 1 and 2. This is the moment Marvel's greatest heroes and villains are thrown into the Beyonders' cosmic arena. Battleworld is forged, and the first lines are drawn. Secret Wars opens with cosmic spectacle. Suddenly, dozens of Marvel's most iconic heroes and villains, Spider-Man, the Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Magneto, and nearly every A-list villain, are ripped from their daily lives. The force behind it? A being known only as the Beyonder. There's no warning. In an instant, everything changes. They find themselves on Battleworld, a planet cobbled together from fragments of other worlds, floating in a remote galaxy. The landscape is bizarre. Alien villages, mountains, even small cities, all surrounded by cosmic nothingness. The Beyonder wastes no time. His voice shakes the planet as he lays out the rules of his new game. The offer is both simple and chilling. Slay your enemies and all that you desire shall be yours. This is a cosmic dare, and it immediately divides the abducted heroes and villains into uneasy camps. This moment matters. The Beyonder is something beyond any cosmic threat the Marvel Universe has seen. His motivation is direct. He wants to see what happens when Earth's champions and villains are pushed to their limits, with their deepest desires as the prize. Every character is out of their element, physically and morally. Spider-Man and Hulk are forced into an unlikely alliance. Doctor Doom stands face-to-face with Galactus, sizing up the cosmic hierarchy. Magneto is present, but the Beyonder curiously places him apart from the other villains. That initial separation is important. The Beyonder deliberately puts Magneto with the heroes, not the villains. Captain America's group, classic Avengers, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Spider-Man, and others, immediately bristle. To them, Magneto is a terrorist, not a hero. The X-Men, led by Professor Xavier, are caught in the middle. They know Magneto's complexity, but the Avengers and Fantastic Four don't trust him. Secret Wars sets up ideological divides right from the start. Magneto's ambiguous role hints at future splits among the heroes and even within the X-Men. Among the villains, unity is a myth. Dr. Doom, always the strategist, tries to claim leadership, but he's up against heavyweights: Ultron, Enchantress, Absorbing Man, and the unpredictable Galactus. Galactus is the ultimate wildcard. He doesn't care about the Beyonders' contest. He's fixated on confronting, or even consuming, the Beyonder itself. If a being who devours planets wants answers, everyone else should worry. The heroes quickly build a makeshift headquarters from alien tech. Reed Richards, Tony Stark in his Iron Man armor, and Hulk all work to make it defensible. But internal tensions simmer. Captain America takes command, but Magneto's presence and the X-Men's separate agenda test his authority. The heroes' HQ becomes more than a fortress. It's a pressure cooker of clashing personalities, priorities, and trust issues. On the villain side, Doom establishes his own base, planning alliances doomed to fail. The villain arms race is underway. Doom's intellect, Enchantress's magic, and Molecule Man's raw power all come into play. But egos and grudges are just as dangerous. Doom's only loyalty is to power and control. Kang the Conqueror and the Lizard are unpredictable. Ultron's programming makes him a threat to everyone, not just the heroes. Power levels dominate every conversation. The Beyonder is an unknown, seemingly omnipotent force. Galactus looms over everything. Even the most powerful characters feel outclassed. For newcomers, this is when you realize Secret Wars isn't just about who throws the hardest punch. It's about what happens when the rules no longer apply. The only constant is the Beyonder's cosmic uncertainty. This phase sets the stage for everything to come. Alliances are shaky. The stakes are sky high. Characters are pushed out of their comfort zones. The separation of Magneto, the formation of the first headquarters, and the looming threat of Galactus set the board for a war where trust is rare and survival isn't guaranteed. Phase 2, Factional Genesis and Initial Skirmish, Issues 3 to 4. Moving into Phase 2, covering Issues 3 and 4. Here, new alliances form, betrayals flare up, and Doctor Doom's strategic genius takes center stage. The first true battle erupts across Battleworld. With the stage set and tensions running high, battle lines are drawn. Alliances begin to harden, or fracture. The Beyonder's cosmic game is causing friction, but the real shift happens when Doctor Doom rises as the villain's de facto leader. Doom isn't just another power-hungry bad guy. He's the brains of the operation, and he's not satisfied with the Beyonder's rules. Doom wants control of this new reality, on his own terms. While the other villains bicker, Doom is planning moves several steps ahead. He knows brute force won't be enough. Doom heads to the alien village and uses his genius, plus Battleworld's resources, to create two new villains, Titania and Volcana. This changes everything. Titania is pure, unstoppable muscle, a match for She-Hulk or even the Thing. Volcana controls plasma and heat with devastating power. Both become instantly loyal to Doom. Now he has his own strike force and the villain power balance shifts. It's clear. Doom is playing chess while everyone else is learning the rules. Meanwhile, the heroes are dealing with their own problems. Banner's Hulk is still smart, but his intellect is slipping, and the others notice. This isn't just a character quirk, it's a strategic setback. Hulk's intelligence was a major asset. As he reverts to a more savage mindset, the team loses a critical thinker and gains an unpredictable force. The chain of command is shaken, and stress levels soar. Doom wastes no time. He consolidates his new power base quickly. Then comes a shocking moment. Kang the Conqueror, never willing to play second fiddle, tries to assassinate Doom with advanced weaponry. It backfires. Doom vaporizes Kang on the spot. This isn't just a villain hierarchy lesson, it's a warning. Doom isn't just playing to win, he's ready to kill anyone in his way. The murder sends shockwaves through both factions. The villains realize Doom is now the undisputed leader. The heroes see just how deadly their opposition is. With alliances solidified, the first real skirmishes break out. The villains, now organized under Doom, launch attacks on the heroes' HQ. These aren't random brawls, they're coordinated strikes, designed to test defenses and probe for weaknesses. The X-Men face mistrust from the main hero group. Professor Xavier senses the tension and decides the X-Men will operate on their own. They reach out to Magneto, forming an uneasy alliance based on shared outsider status. This is a crucial fork in the narrative. The X-Men and Magneto aren't entirely with the heroes or the villains. Their loyalty is to their own survival and ideals, not to Captain America or Doom. These early battles are more tactical than spectacular, but they're crucial. They define how each group operates. The heroes are forced to adapt on the fly, but internal doubts and external attacks stretch them thin. Doom's forces, newly empowered by Titania and Volcana, grow bolder and more coordinated. Power levels become critical. Molecule Man, still hesitant but unimaginably powerful, is pressured by his teammates. Ultron is uncontrollable, attacking friend and foe alike. Enchantress's magic adds wild variables. By the end of this phase, the major players are shaping the battlefield, not just reacting to it. Doom's leadership forces everyone to up their game. The X-Men split sets up new conflict lines. The first casualties prove this isn't just about egos. It's a war with real stakes, where strategy and raw power decide who survives Battleworld's next upheavals. Phase 3, The Cosmic Test and Doom-Base Siege, Issues 5 through 7. Phase 3 of Secret Wars covers Issues 5 through 7. Here, the stakes skyrocket as cosmic powers collide, Molecule Man and Galactus make their moves, and Doom-Base becomes ground zero for the biggest siege yet. This is where the stakes and spectacle of Secret Wars hit their first real apex. Alliances are set, tempers are flaring. The Beyonders' challenge shifts from psychological tension to sheer survival. Now the battlefield itself becomes a weapon. The Marvel Universe's heavyweights step forward. Two overwhelming threats dominate this phase. Molecule Man, whose powers are only beginning to be understood, and Galactus, whose mere presence warps the scale of every conflict. The drama kicks off with an iconic moment. Molecule Man, finally pushed into action by his fellow villains, reveals just how dangerous he is. He rips an entire mountain range from the ground and drops it straight onto the hero's headquarters. The numbers are wild. The mountain is described as weighing over 150 billion tons. For a terrifying moment, it looks like every hero is about to be crushed. Hulk, still operating with high intellect, though it's fading, manages to hold up the mountain with Reed Richards' help. Iron Man and the others blast a way out. It's a close call. For the first time, it's clear the villains, especially Molecule Man, aren't just posturing. The old power hierarchies don't apply here. Molecule Man's power isn't just to manipulate matter. He's a cosmic constant whose self-doubt is his only limit. Anyone can be taken out if they're not careful. But Molecule Man isn't the only cosmic wildcard. Galactus, who's mostly been watching, finally makes his move. He climbs a solitary mountain and begins building a device to summon his world ship, Ta-2. For the heroes, this is the biggest threat yet. Galactus doesn't care about the Beyonders' game. He wants to confront, maybe even consume, the Beyonder. The heroes know they can't let Galactus succeed. His hunger would mean the destruction of Battleworld itself. Reed Richards realizes that even united, the heroes might not be able to stop a starving Galactus. Amid all these cosmic threats, personal risks remain deadly. During an assault led by the villains, Wasp is mortally wounded by the wrecking crew and left for dead in a swamp. Her apparent death is a gut punch for the heroes. She's one of the few voices of optimism in the group. and losing her shakes morale. For all the spectacle, Secret Wars doesn't shy away from loss. Wasp's absence lingers over the team, fueling anger and desperation. Both sides are battered. The heroes launch a daring counterattack, the siege of Doombase, the villain's headquarters. This is a showcase of teamwork and shifting tactics. Captain America leads the charge, coordinating Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men in a risky frontal assault. She-Hulk shines, taking the fight to Titania. Spider-Man's agility helps turn the tide against Volcana. Wolverine and Colossus break through defenses. Human Torch and Iron Man blast away obstacles. Meanwhile, the X-Men's uneasy alliance with Magneto finally pays off. His magnetic powers disrupt the villains' tech, scattering their forces. But the battle isn't just about brute force. Dr. Doom, ever the opportunist, uses the chaos to slip away and infiltrate Galactus's world ship. While everyone else is fighting for survival, Doom is after cosmic power. He navigates alien technology and starts planning a leap beyond leadership. He wants to become a god. The seeds of Doom's ambition are sown here. The foreshadowing is clear. The game is about to change on a scale no one expects. Power scaling is now an obsession. Molecule Man, Galactus, and Doom operate on levels that leave most characters behind. Molecule Man's confidence is growing, and his unchecked power terrifies everyone. Galactus looms as a constant threat. Doom's intellect is more dangerous than ever. For the heroes, unity is essential, but trust is scarce. The fallout is immediate. Villains are scattered and demoralized. Doombase is compromised. The heroes are battered but not broken. The mountain drop, the siege, and Doom's infiltration all combine to escalate Secret Wars to new heights. At this point, it's less about who wins or loses, and more about who survives the storm, and who's ready for the next level of cosmic warfare that's coming. Phase 4, the symbiotic turn and usurpation of power, issues 8 through 11. We enter Phase 4 covering issues 8 through 11, where game-changing transformations hit. Spider-Man acquires his legendary black suit, and Dr. Doom ascends to omnipotence, rewriting the fate of every combatant on Battleworld. Now, everything about Secret Wars shifts into overdrive. This phase explodes with new powers, devastating losses, and the transformation of Doom from mastermind to god. The first seismic event comes from a surprising place, Spider-Man. After a brutal round of fighting, his costume is in tatters. He stumbles onto alien technology, hoping for a quick repair. Instead, he receives a sleek black costume, a living alien symbiote. The suit responds to his thoughts, enhances his abilities, and never runs out of webbing. It's mysterious, powerful, and instantly iconic. For longtime Marvel readers, this is the birth of the black suit, the symbiote that will eventually become Venom. It's one of the most significant costume changes in comic history, and sets up an even greater threat for the future. But while Peter Parker is getting a wardrobe upgrade, Dr. Doom is making moves that put everyone to shame. After infiltrating Galactus's world ship, Doom doesn't just grab tech or steal a weapon, he goes after cosmic power itself. Doom manipulates Claw, who's been driven half-mad by his time inside Galactus's ship, using him as a conduit. This is classic Doom, always finding the angle, always exploiting others. Doom's plan is bold, even reckless. He wants to siphon off the energy Galactus is channeling to confront the Beyonder. It works. Suddenly, the stakes jump from cosmic to omnipotent. Doom doesn't just absorb Galactus's power, he pushes further, launching an assault on the Beyonder itself. Against all odds, he succeeds, stealing the Beyonder's reality-altering abilities. For a brief moment, Doom is the most powerful being in existence. He can reshape Battleworld, warp reality, and grant, or take, life on a whim. This isn't just a power boost, it's a total shift in the battlefield hierarchy. Doom is now the ultimate antagonist. Everyone else, heroes and villains alike, are just pawns. Doom's first move as a god is both terrifying and strangely human. He tries to reward some of his former enemies, healing wounds, offering gifts, even resurrecting Kang. But omnipotence doesn't erase Doom's paranoia or insecurity. He's terrified the heroes will find a way to oppose him. Acting on this fear, Doom wipes out nearly every hero on Battleworld in a single, devastating attack. It's a massacre. Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, and many others are killed instantly. For readers, this is a true anyone-can-die moment. The emotional impact is massive. Hopelessness sweeps through the survivors. But even in a world ruled by Doom, hope finds a way. The heart of this phase is embodied by Zsaji, the alien healer. She's grown close to Colossus and touched the lives of several heroes. When Colossus and the others are cut down, Zsaji makes the ultimate sacrifice. She expends her own life force to resurrect Colossus, a moment both tragic and powerful. Her death is more than a plot device. It highlights the cost behind these cosmic games. Zhaji's sacrifice deepens the event's emotional resonance, showing that even among gods, compassion and selflessness matter most. Meanwhile, the few remaining heroes, now revived thanks to Colossus and alien technology, rally for a last stand. They're battered, demoralized, and totally outmatched, but they refuse to give up. The power scale is absurd. Doom can do anything. Molecule Man is the only being left with the raw ability to possibly challenge him. The story teases this final confrontation. Secret Wars has gone from street-level fights to a contest between gods. All these twists push every character to their limits. Spider-Man's new suit hints at future dangers. Doom's omnipotence exposes his deepest flaws. Zhaji's sacrifice adds depth and heartbreak. Molecule Man's growing confidence signals a coming reckoning. The cosmic stakes have never been higher, and the outcome is far from certain. This is Secret Wars at its most ambitious, where power, emotion, and legacy all collide, setting the stage for Battleworld's final reckoning. Phase 5. Return, Resolution, and Lasting Alterations. Issue number 12. Everything comes to a head in issue number 12, the final showdown that resets reality. Molecule Man and Doom clash, the heroes are restored, and fateful choices echo across the Marvel Universe as the survivors return home. This is where the chaos finally breaks. Dr. Doom may have reached omnipotence, but absolute power proves impossible to control. His paranoia and insecurity remain, and that's what brings him down. Molecule Man, once hesitant and easily manipulated, now steps forward as the key to the story's resolution. With his confidence awakened, he becomes Doom's equal, ready to tip the scales for the heroes. Doom's downfall isn't caused by a direct attack from the heroes. It's the cracks in his own psyche. He tries to maintain absolute control, but his fear of losing power lets the surviving heroes, led by Captain America, get close. Doom's reality-warping powers falter at the crucial moment. Molecule Man, now in control of his abilities, creates a vital opening. This isn't a standard comic book brawl. It's about willpower and the burden of omnipotence. Molecule Man's internal redemption turns the tide. Real strength sometimes means overcoming your own limitations. This is where the true stakes become clear. The Beyonders game was never just about fighting. It was a test of character, determination, and the ability to resist corruption. When Doom falls, reality snaps back. The Beyonder, still watching, restores the fallen heroes, undoing the mass death that shocked everyone just issues before. Resurrection on this scale is rare, even for Marvel. It underscores the cosmic weirdness of the entire event. But not everything returns to normal. The aftermath ripples out immediately. Ben Grimm, the Thing, discovers he can control his transformations on Battleworld. For the first time, he has agency over his powers. But the revelation leaves him conflicted. Instead of returning to Earth with the others, Ben stays behind, searching for answers and belonging. This self-exile is a defining choice, leaving the Fantastic Four short a member. In his absence, She-Hulk joins the team, marking one of the most notable roster shifts in Marvel history. Elsewhere, relationships are forever changed. Colossus, revived by Zhaji's sacrifice, is haunted by her loss and by the fallout with Kitty Pryde back on Earth. Spider-Man's black symbiote suit comes with him, a living alien life form that will eventually become one of Marvel's greatest threats, Venom. The X-Men return with their own scars. Magneto's ambiguous role during the conflict marks a turning point in his evolution from villain to anti-hero. The conclusion of Secret Wars isn't just an epilogue, it's a seismic reset. New powers, altered team dynamics, and emotional baggage follow everyone home. The event's influence is felt immediately in every corner of Marvel continuity, from Fantastic Four to Spider-Man, and echoes for decades to come. Looking back, which phase or single moment of Secret Wars hits you hardest? The cosmic power plays, the personal sacrifices, or the game-changing aftermath? Let's talk in the comments. If you want more deep dives into the stories that shaped Marvel, hit like, subscribe, and share. There's always another event, another twist, and another legacy to explore. Stick around as we unravel more of Marvel's wildest moments.